It was the end of the world. It was unbelievable. I had been violated, not just violated financially, but I was violated emotionally.
Reverend Royce Cornelius is understandably angry. He and his congregation were scammed out of their church, literally. The story starts when they decided to buy a new building to accommodate their expanding numbers.
We were trying to borrow that money, and we couldn't find it.
The housing market collapsed, is another way to put it. It became almost impossible for churches to get loans. One broker that we interviewed actually said that no one was giving churches the money because no one liked to foreclose on God.
Then Reverend Cornelius met Jamal Lawson.
I think of Jamal Lawson as a charming devil with a silver tongue and a golden keyboard, because the craft that he had in creating these lies, in creating these scams, sending solicitations full color that looked very professional through the mail, promising these churches all this money.
Lawson told Cornelius he needed money up front. The church complied.
There were some things that he wanted us to pay for that he had to do in preparations for. He had staff working in our behalf.
This $4,000 that he paid, well, that came from congregation contributions, the Sunday morning passing the hat, these blue-collar workers.
The process seemed to be going very well, prompting Reverend Cornelius to sell his church building.
Where we were supposed to be going to the closing table, and he kept extending the date.
Reverend Cornelius realized he had been duped, and his congregation was not alone. Lawson scammed 25 churches out of more than $100,000, but the money wasn't the biggest loss.
What we lost was our dignity in the church world. We were made to look foolish. We were boasting. We were celebrating this new building we were getting. We were emailing and sending pictures and tentative dates of moving in, and then all of a sudden, we had sold our building. The deal was closed. So we were homeless. We had nowhere to go. We had 1,500 people with nowhere to go. How do I describe how that feels?
Postal inspectors say it is so important to do extensive research and contact references before entering financial transactions.
He was aiming for churches, and he had no shame in that whatsoever.
Forgiving is easy, forgetting isn't. And so I have to work hard to keep forgiving.